So the injury bug has hit the Yankees again. Let's not forget there are some bright spots to be happy about too. What's going on, everybody? Hope you're doing well. So happy Friday. The Yankees play tonight. They play the Blue Jays. I think it's at 6:30. So I'll have the lineup for you a little bit later on. But I do have some injury news to report to you. Tyler Masick, one of the Yankees lefties who's competing for a left-handed spot in the bullpen, is having an oblique injury right now. So is experiencing an oblique injury. So and that's not a fun situation. But I'll say this: it's not independent to the Yankees or exclusive to the Yankees. Christian Walker, that first baseman that so many Yankee fans wanted him to be signed here, is also experiencing a recurring oblique injury right now. So he missed about 6 to 8 weeks of the season last year, and he's been shut down again. Now he's going for an MRI. So it's happened to other players too. It's not only Yankees. Obviously, the Mets are beat up in the rotation too, and the Yankees are beat up in Luis Hill and Giancarlo Stanton and DJ LeMahieu as well. So it's not only just Tyler Masick, but the Yankees, I think, are positioned to overcome this type of stuff. They went from having no relievers to 4 in 1 week. With Tim Hill and Masick, and then a couple other guys that they've brought in to compete for a spot here. I do think at the end of the day, Masick will wind up getting the spot, but it might be delayed. It might not be for opening day. He may not come up to the Bronx with the team. We'll stay tuned. We'll keep you updated on that. So just make sure that if you're a Yankee fan or a baseball fan, you subscribe to this channel. You haven't done that yet. Okay, and if you want to always be kept in a loop in front of the line, just turn on the notifications. Just do both one time. I'll take care of the rest, and I thank you for it. So that really stinks, right? But look at some of the bright spots, at least what I'm noticing. You let me know if you're noticing this too. The Yankees lineup looks a heck of a lot more disciplined at the plate, right? And to me, this is one of the issues that they had last year. Guys were just either swinging at stuff that they shouldn't be swinging at, or they felt sometimes undisciplined at the plate, right? This year, the approach looks different. It looks more aggressive. It looks more locked in. It looks more kind of cohesive. One flowing better into the next, flows into the next, into the next, into the next. So that encourages me. It shows me that the Yankees lineup is longer, which I've been saying for a couple months now, since they pivoted from Juan Soto. The lineup is longer. And the bottom half is going to be a good amount better than it was last year, in the last couple of years, I should say. So I'm happy about that too. Now, again, we're not where we need to be just yet, obviously, but that's okay. We don't need to be there right now. And I do think at some point they will be. They'll be at full strength. And once they're at full strength, they're going to be a really, really, really hard team to beat. But one of the things that I've noticed too is that the Yankees have won they've won ugly over the last couple of games. They made winning feel stressful and tiring and frustrating and so on and so forth. Whereas this year, the wins so far, it's spring obviously, but the wins look just more clean. They look more relaxed. They just look more, deserved of wins, right? So, and that to me shows a different kind of approach offensively at the plate. And obviously, we've got some young prospects knocking at the door, like right there now, close to it. So I do expect guys getting opportunities. And we know, if you haven't heard, Joel Sherman confirmed again that the Yankees are definitely looking for a right-handed bat who can play third base and the outfield. So we'll see what that's going to be. I'll keep saying I think it's probably going to wind up being Nolan Arenado, right? So at some point. And the question is, do you want to eat $30 or $40 million, Cardinals, or do you want to pay the entire 70 for a guy that you don't want there? So if you eat that money, the Yankees are saving you guys $30 million plus. So that's the way I'm looking at it, and hopefully they will too. Hopefully Cashman communicates that message as well. But we'll see what happens. It could be someone else that we're not thinking of too. And again, the expectations with Nolan Arenado coming here, if he does, he'll bat in the bottom third of the lineup, the bottom four spots in the lineup. The expectations are different at the bottom as the top 4 spots. So after him, I'm not exactly sure what they're going to get, because I know he doesn't play the outfield. So could they get somebody who can play multiple positions? Maybe. Who? I have no idea. So it's going to be interesting. We're 20 days away. 20 days away from opening day, right around the corner. Okay? But I'm liking what I'm seeing here. They're winning the ball. They're winning the games cleaner. The lineup looks more disciplined, but most importantly, and one of the things most encouraging, it looks more athletic. The lineup looks more athletic. It looks like they have more to provide from a performance standpoint than they did before. Instead of just relying on a 3-run bomb. Not that I'm opposed to a 3-run bomb, but we got guys stealing bases. We got guys, driving guys over and so on. Need to see that more often from this Yankees team, and I'm glad we're seeing it right now in spring. So, but depending on who the 4-man bench is, it's really going to help us get a better idea of how these guys are gonna set up their POA, which is plan of attack, right? And how they're going to attack different games and different teams and stuff. And we'll see how well prepared they were, because a lot of fans are frustrated, have vented frustrations about how they feel Aaron Boone is unprepared sometimes, or has the team unprepared. Okay. So it seems to me as that they're better prepared this year. And maybe it's because they've got an infusion of more experienced veterans who are pros, absolute pros. So that's going to rub off a little bit on the young players, right? And we're getting rid of some of the, whatever it might be, the malcontents, the folks that just are bringing the team morale down and so on. So the Yankees have done away with some of these guys that have caused headaches and so on. So the team just looks more cohesive, this unit. It really, really does. And it seems as if they're really ready to welcome with open arms these new prospects who are like right around the corner. This team, whether it's Dominguez, whether it's Spencer Jones, whether it's whoever, Will Warren, some of the pitchers, doesn't matter. Looks like they're going to be ready to welcome these guys in. And that's exactly what you want. To make their lives easier, make the guys' jobs a little bit easier. They can breathe again. So, but those are the bright spots to me. I said the lineup looks more disciplined. Okay. The pitching will iron itself out too. I'm confident of that as well. Our bullpen looks solid. Okay, and our rotation's going to be fine. Okay. But it's this lineup and the way they're approaching offensively that really, really intrigues me. I think that they get guys on base regularly, they're going to drive in a heck of a lot of runs. And that's going to be a very exciting team to watch. Really, very exciting team to watch. So stay tuned, gang. Get ready for it. I'll be back later with the lineup, and we'll be back probably live tonight to recap the game. The Yankees just took a beating yesterday. Hands of the Twins, unfortunately, but it is what it is. The pitching did not pitch well yesterday. None of these guys across the board. Cole, Weaver, none of them. So that's part of spring training as well. Guys are still working on stuff. So it's important to come right back out there, lift ourselves back up, and go play another game. And I think it's the Blue Jays tonight, 6:30. So I'll get the lineup to you when it comes out. But what are your thoughts on the bright spots? What are the bright spots of this team right now? Those are mine. I want to know what your thoughts are. Let's have a conversation. Have a great day, everybody. Talk to you next time.